Imagine finding a perfectly polished flying saucer hidden in the woods, with an onboard AI that calmly explains how it can hop between stars, timelines, and even parallel universes. This is Wild Rose, and tonight, she's going to learn how this impossible machine actually works, straight from the ship's own AI. If you stay to the end, you'll understand how a flying saucer could bend the quantum vacuum itself, create its own mini-universe in a bubble, and decide whether to warp, slide, or vanish entirely from normal space. AI. Welcome aboard, Wild Rose. This vessel is equipped with a zero-point energy reactor and a space-time field generator. Please remain calm. Side effects may include dizziness, memory gaps, and mild nausea, but probability of disintegration is negligible. Wild Rose. Wait. You jump between stars like it's nothing. These maps show distances that should take lifetimes. How do you actually move from star to star? AI. Space is not empty, Wild Rose. It is filled with the quantum vacuum, a seething fabric of virtual particles and fields. Extreme electromagnetic fields can distort this vacuum. You may call this the Casimir effect, and related quantum electrodynamic phenomena. AI. If you can distort the vacuum strongly enough, space-time itself begins to curve. This vessel uses a capacitor system with absurdly high voltage, exotic dielectric materials, and carefully pulsed, rotating electromagnetic fields to sculpt that curvature. AI. At the center is the zero-point energy reactor. It draws tiny amounts of energy from these ever-present vacuum fluctuations, amplifying them into a sustained power source. With enough control, we generate a field of warped space around the ship, forming a bubble, a tiny, self-contained universe. AI. Inside this bubble, normal rules lose their grip. Distance, inertia, and even gravity outside become almost irrelevant to everything inside. To an external observer, the ship barely seems to move. To us, entire light years can collapse into a comfortable stroll. AI. There are side effects. When the field engages, you may experience dizziness, flashes of missing time, nausea, and interference with video and audio capture. Temporal and spatial displacement can cause your memories to drift out of sequence. AI. By tuning the field, we can choose how we travel. A gentle warp, what you might call a slide, bends space, so we glide across the universe. A more extreme configuration creates a slip, where the ship vanishes from normal space and can reappear anywhere, anywhen, even in parallel universes and other planes of existence. Wild Rose. So that's the choice. Slide across the stars, or slip out of the universe entirely. AI, save this star map. We're going to need a plan before we start disappearing into parallel timelines. And if you want to see where we go next, subscribe and stay on board.